Hello everyone, this is my presentation for Chief of Police Body Language for MPA 593, Professional Presentation with Dr. S. The first resource that I found was about what your policing body language says about you. The main 2 points that were helpful to me were about a firm handshake when meeting a new person or when greeting a stranger, making sure that you have a firm handshake. This body language gives off a lot of assertiveness, confidence. And the second point that I found very interesting was also to ensure that your body language shows patience. So instead of sighing and making those kind of body cues or language cues that show that you are impatient, it is better to be patient in this field. The second resource that I found was through the Elk Grove Police Department. They give interview tips, and one of the interview tips is to be able to focus on the interview. So, body language that shows that you are focusing on the interview, that would be paying attention, that would be eye contact, maintaining the head nods when they're telling you something, whether you agree with it or not, and also to be assertive and confident. Again, it is such a bond to give a firm handshake when you are first meeting your interviewer. Typically, the interviews in law enforcement are done in panels, so you will be shaking the hand of 2 to 3 of the department staff. The third resource that I found was by Ross Almos, titled Law and Order Command Presence. This article specifically talked about the body language that comes with a command presence. And so I chose to apply this to the interview body language just because in my experience, have noticed that interviewers do look at how you act during an interview in order to be able to get an idea of how you will be acting within the job. And so, command presence is confidence that is projected through body language. So, it all has to do with body language. When you see an officer, you don't typically, a good use of body language would show you not to fear them, but to respect them. And so, that would be with walking tall, speaking clearly, and standing up straight. If an officer looks like their uniform has been slept in or it's wrinkly, you're not going to give off too much of a command presence. And so this article speaks to that specifically. 5 tips for body language in a law enforcement interview would be eye contact. Normally, a law enforcement interview will consist of a panel interview. When you're answering a question, it depends on who is asking the question. You will look at them, but when you are answering, you will also refer to everyone else in the panel. The second tip would be to not fidget. No fidgeting with your hands or with your legs in order to ensure that you're giving a body language cue that you are confident, that you're calm. A third tip would be to maintain your volume, your speaking volume at the same level, not going in and out. And the fourth tip is to sit up straight, no slouching. Sitting up straight gives off the body language cue that you are confident in what you are doing. And the fifth tip, as stated previously, a firm handshake is very important, especially in law enforcement. A firm handshake will show the confidence that a person has and can really make the first impression. An extra tip is to research your agency. Whatever agency you are interviewing for, be sure to know what they stand for, who they serve, the demographics, and know the area. Try to familiarize yourself with the area in which the agency works with. This gives a very confident body language cue because you know your information and so you are able to give them that information confidently. These are my references. Thank you for watching.